everyone, it's Mo. I am coming to you live from my bathroom. That's the best place I could find and the best lighting for the moment. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. My hair's really greasy. I have no makeup on my face. We'll get over that and move on. I have a Dollar Tree haul to share. It's kind of a combination of a couple of trips, and it's for school, I guess, or my career, my job. For those of you that don't know, I'm currently in school to be a speech therapist assistant, and eventually I'll go back to school to be a speech therapist. And I'm also working for an agency here in Arizona to do habilitation therapy for kids with autism. So I am building a collection of learning tools and things that I can use on both sides of the spectrum. And this is what I found between my two trips. And I actually cheat here. I did go to Walmart for one thing, and it's for all these things that I bought at the Dollar Tree. So this was the first toy that I got here. This is my Scotch thermal laminator. Just a simple little laminator. It was $20. Totally worth it. And then I bought just off-brand thermal laminating pouches, so you can fit up to an 8x10 or 8.5x10, like a standard piece of paper in one of these, and run it through the machine. And it looks great. A lot of this, some of the stuff I'm going to show you, I've already gotten into and started to laminate. So let's get started with the things I found at the Dollar Tree. First of all, I got this guy, which is like a little pocket scheduler, which, if anybody who knows any kid who has autism, they love a schedule, they love routine, and knowing what's coming next. And whether it's words that they know how to read or pictures and words, they love those things and live to have a schedule. And so that's what this is going to be really good for. These little things come out so I can write things on them, or they can be the background or what have you. It's a pretty big one, so I can use it across all the different spectrums. And to go with that, I got, wherever they went. To go with that, I got these guys, which are just plain blank little word strips. There's 30 of them in here. There's 3 different colors in there. So I can put in my own words, my own pictures, what have you. I found these little folder games. It's just like a manila envelope or a manila folder. And there were 3 of these that I found. I wish they had more of these games. They're so great. And you can make your own folder games. Folder games are great because they just fold out. There you go. There's the game board, and you can just put all the pieces in there, and you're good to go. You always have them on hand. But they're so colorful and bright and nicely decorated. And for $1, with all the pieces that come with it, which are somewhere... these are the ones that go with this game. As you can see, I already cut out or punched out all the cards and laminated the pieces and the cards. I even laminated the little die that's in there and then put it together. This game in particular, Jungle Journey, is a 4-person game. It's kind of like a Trivial Pursuit type game. So you land on whatever color, you roll the die, you move your guy, and then whatever color you land on is the color of question that you read. And it's just like general animal trivia, things that a little older kids might know, like 2nd, 3rd, 4th graders, even 5th graders if they wanted to play. Yeah, a lot of basic animal questions, and it's really fun. I was like, for $1, duh. And then this was another game that I found. It's called Go Dish. It's kind of a combination of Go Fish and Rummy, where you have to find all of the matches in these little food categories, and if you match all three, you put a little chip right there that says, hey, this is my row, I got this match. And then when all the matches are found, you add it up, whoever has the most tokens on their side, player 1 or player 2, and that's who wins. And then these are all the little cards that go with it. And those have already been laminated. And then the last one I thought was really clever was Monster Match, which that's exactly what it is. It's just memory. So you put all the monster cards. I laminated those too. And they're just goofy, silly looking. Like, look at the cover. These silly, goofy looking alien monster type critters. And it's just a simple memory game with funny names and letters, so words, names, and pictures. I can't find the right words for anything today. Okay, and then back to those like word strips that I showed you. I'm dropping things. I found a ton more. And these are all basic sight words. So words that kids learn really early on that they use in their language all the time at a younger age. So when they see them, they don't have to sound it out. They just know off the top of their head what the word is just by looking at it. And from what I've noticed, no two of these are alike. And there's 30 cards in each one, but some of them have two words side by side, kind of like that. So there's more than 30 words in each pack. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different of these sight words. And, because some of them could be words that kids are having issues producing sound. So I can look through all the cards and find maybe kids are having issues with, making the F sound. So I find all the words that have an F in them and make them into my own deck, or what have you. But these need to all be run through the laminator still. So I have a ton of purposes for those. One of the decks that I already finished is, this is a whole deck of adverbs. The only one that didn't fit was energetically. It's too big for the bag. But this is a whole deck of adverbs, which is great for learning English. And, again, might be for the older kids, but also, what's my train of thought? Oh, if kids are having issues with any sort of sounds within the word, like if they're having issues with the R blends or anything like that. Or, that's just an example. Those are adverbs. And then I have a whole deck, I was just starting to get into these, of adjectives. And a lot of these, there's 2 to a card, and I already laminated a couple of them. But again, learning English, or if they're having issues with certain sounds and things like that, possibilities are endless. And this is the quality of the laminating sheets. Like, these are some of the adverbs that I haven't cut out yet. And they look so nice. Crystal clear. The color is perfect. It's not distorted in any way. And you can fit, that kind of shows how many of these you can fit to a page. You can fit 6 of these to a page. And they're super, super nice. And this is an old project I did with my internship last semester. We were working on the M sound, and we were doing If You Give a Moose a Muffin. So I found all these little muffins and found pictures that all started with the letter M and glued them on there, and I made my own muffins. And the kids would come up, read a word, and then they would get to feed it to the moose. I had a big poster board with a moose head. Like, I drew a picture of a moose and cut open his mouth, and they got to feed it to him, and they thought that was really fun, but they weren't laminated. And I'm like, oh gosh, how long are these going to last? But there we go. And I have a lot more muffins. Okay. And then I found these little activity books. One is Colors and Shapes, and the other is the alphabet. So for the really little kids, And I plan on laminating all of these pages so that kids can use dry erase marker and they can, like here's a, like connecting, matching like the word to the shape and what have you. Or if they want to practice writing their letters, they can do that. So there's alphabet and then colors and shapes. And then that was kind of an older trip. And then I went to night, and Crayola was a good hit today. That this is called Rhyme Time, little activity book. And these are, some of these pictures are already in bright colors, and I'm pretty positive now that I'm looking at this, we did like this exact same page in class the other day. Like we photocopied it and did this page. It does. It looks really, really familiar, but it is. It's like the exact same thing. Oh my gosh. But again, I can photocopy these pages. I'm going to laminate them too, so like kids can write in their own answers. And that's actually a goal that I have with some of my kids this semester, is learning how to rhyme. And then reading readiness is what this is. So again, uppercase, lowercase, filling in what letter goes in the blank, ending sounds, initial sounds, rhyming sounds. There's a lot to do in here. And again, they're bright, colorful pictures, so kids will be engaged in it. And they have all the vowel sounds, short E, short I, short O. $1. Like, I'm amazed. And then basic phonics. This is one I was so excited about, that this has blends, like CR, DR, TR blends, and then S blends. And the vowel sounds and the diphthongs and endings, initial sounds like CH and CK, and clusters are so hard for some kids. And this is going to be great, that they can look at the colorful pages, they can fill it in. And again, once I laminate it, so they can do it with dry erase marker. So excited. And then I picked up some glue, because you never know when you're going to need glue. I just saw it and I was like, 2 of them for $1. Okay. And then a little while back, Dan and I bought a bunch of little containers of Play-Doh. So I found these at the Dollar Tree to go with all of the jars of Play-Doh that I got. They're little like cutter things, little design shape, and they all roll. And it comes with other cutters in the bottom. So there's 4 different little tools in here. And I got this one that has a little kind of swirly design. I have this one that has feet, like a little footprint, and their shapes. This one has like little rolling shapes, like there's a rainbow and a moon and a star. And was it just the 3 of them? I think it might have only been the 3 of them. Okay, and then the last thing, I know, this video is so long, I'm so sorry. And then the last thing I got, does anybody remember Floam? Back in the 90s, it was something that Nickelodeon made, which were like these like bead, like foamy bead type things that were kind of sticky, and you could mold them and mash it together, kind of like Play-Doh, only they were these little beads. They had it at the dollar store. They call them modeling beads, but it's the same thing as Floam if you ever look it up. And they only had it in 3 colors, which was kind of sad. They only had it in white, orange, and yellow, which the camera is making it look way more like bright than it is. This is actually kind of a peachy orange, and this is just kind of a canary yellow. I know they look like sponges. It's weird. But no, it's actually the modeling stuff. And one of my HAB kids that I have, he really enjoys that tactile stimulation. He likes to squish things and touch things with his hands. So I thought that would be really fun for him. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all the stuff I have for therapy. I'm just going to have a big old laminating party and laminate all this stuff. So I have a big collection of games and activities and words and flashcards and all sorts of fun. And I was saying thank you for sitting through this incredibly long video and my rambling. I'm sorry, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.